park family who spend most of their times at weekends and in the parks, and we eat most of our meals on Disney property. The truth is, with allergies, no one does food better than Disney. But does this hold true for Disney Cruise Line as well? We set out on a 7-night voyage to find the answer to that question, and this video will explain everything we learned. So grab some gluten-free popcorn and let's dig in. We're able to get a deluxe veranda room on deck 10, which for us was key. The room had so much space for a ship, and having the shower room separate from the toilet room was a luxury we didn't know we needed. This also gave us 2 sinks, which was amazing with 4 people. The kids got bunk beds that pulled down from the ceiling and the wall. They loved these and didn't fight over who got the top bunk at all. No, they sure didn't. We wanted the veranda to have some extra space and a nice relaxing area. We spent lots of time outside on the veranda just watching the water and waves. It was incredibly peaceful and a great way to start and end the day. So let's go explore the rest of this ship. Oh, Cabana's buffet. When eating at a buffet with allergies, Disney does help out. Simply look for or ask for the head waiter. They'll usually be standing by or near the door on either side of the restaurant. Head waiters can be identified by their signature white polo shirt, and after the first night, you may recognize some of them from your main dining room experience. I suggest first walking the line of the buffet to see what you would like to eat, and then discuss that order with the head waiter. They'll ask you where you're sitting and get you everything you need from the back, thereby limiting cross-contamination. If you do not have an allergy and are okay with some cross-contamination, you can get food from the buffet line. However, you will need to walk with someone through the buffet so that they can note for you what you can or cannot have, as the items are not labeled. Here I'll show you an example of what we got on the very first day when we went to the buffet after boarding the ship.
So we try that again. My name's Crush. I said, hello, dudes.
Main dining rooms are absolutely fantastic. It will come as no surprise in a Disney experience, but each one is separately and brilliantly themed with decor and food. It's a great idea to eat your onboarding lunch at the restaurant that's serving during that time, but this is contingent on your port arrival time and just may not be possible. Depending on how many times you've sailed with DCL, you will either get an early arrival time or maybe a little later. Ours ended up being later, and as such, the dining room was noted as being full at that time, and we had to shift gears to find food. It's important to be prepared to eat at one of the eateries on the pool deck or in the buffet area just for your peace of mind and preparation purposes. Both were fine, and any of these options would be great for you on the day that you set sail. Breakfast is typically ordered ahead of time from your dinner server. However, this is not 100% necessary. There were several days where we were just not sure if we wanted to do a sit-down breakfast, as there were activities that we wanted to attend. On those days, if we changed our mind and ended up going to breakfast, we were provided with a menu that had allergy markings. The only way this method can be limiting is if you want a special request or modification of an item. There's a chance they would not be able to do so if you didn't order ahead of time. For instance, one day I ordered ahead and got this breakfast crepe that I would not have been able to get otherwise. And on days that I did not pre-order, I may have had an omelet, eggs with breakfast meats, and smoked salmon with cream cheese. They were all really wonderful options, and we never felt hungry or deprived. Okay, got some tropical fruit.
Papaya.
Do a little papaya. You ever had papaya?
No.
All right, you want to try it? Fair to middling. You want to try a piece of mango?
I tried it before and I just like it.
When did you try it?
That's cool.
You sure? This is different mango. We got a no mango papaya. It's all good. You like it? Yeah. There were so many water areas on the ship, I was honestly a little surprised. We got to play in the splash pad area. There's a smaller one for very littles, a side pool with some bells and whistles, several pools located on different decks, a Mickey slide, and of course the aqueduct. We saw many people had a great idea in wearing their swim gear under their clothes on the day we boarded, and they were already swimming and splashing when we were walking around getting acclimated. While that method would have felt a little pressured to me on the first cruise, you better believe we're going to be doing this on the next cruise. Here we are back at dinner in another wonderful dining room. Here's another tip that came as a shock to me. At the evening meal on the first night, we were asked to pre-order our allergy food for the next day. This meant ordering the next day's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if you have more than one allergy person traveling in your party, it was recommended to do this for each person. I'll admit I was not prepared for this and had some major anxiety, but after I assimilated to the process, it all went much smoother. It's not 100% necessary to order ahead of time. However, there are many items that you can special request to be made for your allergies, and if you don't pre-order, you may not get them. This also cuts down on the amount of time that you're going back and forth with questions to the server. It made for a hectic time up front, but once I got it, the rest was a breeze. And to be honest, it was quite nice to sit down to each night at dinner and not have to worry about what I was going to order. Maybe one of the most amazing food aspects of the Disney cruise is the availability of room service. Available 24 hours a day and at no additional charge, though tipping is highly recommended and encouraged, this ability came in clutch several times. There's no allergy menu for room service and no markings on the menu. However, when you're on the phone, note what allergies you have and what you'd like to eat. The person taking the order will then check with the chef or allergy coordinator of which ones are possible, and boom, your order is placed. We did this several times for things like sandwiches, steak sandwich, chicken wings, cheese and chicken platter, chicken tenders. We also used the option to get breakfast delivered several mornings that included gluten-free, dairy-free muffins and donuts. This was a lifesaver for kids who are hungry upon waking. You can even order a Mickey ice cream bar and cookies at night for a special evening treat. Highly recommend room service. With your fork, you pick it up, you can put some on your bread if you are on your bread, yeah. We've got fried brie that they could do gluten-free. And it comes with a, I don't know what's on the side here. Like a jam? I'm gonna try a bite.
Wow, royal color, just so you know. I'm eating some.
Wow.
I'm digging in.
You like it better than the escargot?
Yeah! I don't like escargot.
You tried duck and escargot. You're so brave. Brie is so good.
Not made that from jam like this.
As for their brie, they can do it. They can do it.
And I'm just gonna say, it's so good! It's so good!
This looks lovely. Yeah.
We got some gluten-free escargot.
And we got some chocolate. Really disgusting.
The duck is really good.
The last time I had escargot was also on a cruise, and my dad made me try it, and that was 22 years ago. So here we are.
Ew.
So good. Are you sure? You don't want to try it? Do you want to? It's so good. Want to try it? His sister's under the table because she's apparently in a wild animal phase of life. I might have him try it. Do you want to try it? No? All right, we're going to go.
Here's what I'll say about pool decks. The rumors you've heard about how hot they are all true. We bought water shoes for walking around and getting from pool to pool and slide to slide. I do think this may be contingent on the time of year you sail. Like February may not be as bad as August, but it's still a recommendation I would keep.
So Pirate Night, I asked for a gluten-free crab cake and they made it. And here's what you guys will understand. Is that my father-in-law also got the regular crab cake appetizer and it looks completely different than mine. That's how you know it's real. Look at that.
Can I try some?
Yeah, of course you can. Hold on, special guest. Oh my God, it's so good.
I got some salad that's gluten-free too.
Look at that. Salad with ranch. You liking it? He's eating salad. I win. Okay, here's another. We got crab. You want some of the sauce on it or regular?
Regular and then sauce.
Okay, here's regular.
Kind of
All right, here's some all doctored up with the sauce.
You're not really giving me spice. I like that.
You like it better? We got beet carpaccio here. You want to try a piece while you're here?
I'm trying all the food today.
Okay, so there's two different kinds. We've got a red beet and a yellow beet. So here's the red beet.
It's like a normal beet.
And a yellow beet.
It's like a normal beet.
Which one do you like better? Both the same?
The red one.
You liked it though? Good night tonight, right? Pirate night.
Pirate Night is just a really special night aboard the Disney Cruise Line ships. They have the same exact menu at every single restaurant, so whatever your rotational dining is for that night, you will go there and be offered the same menu as any of the other restaurants. It's a really good system, I think, because you don't have to worry about missing out on any special food. You know that you'll get all of the things that are on the list, all the pirate food. wonder how the order goes if you're at the pool deck eateries? Well, pretty smoothly, all things considering. This area is also open and serving later than the restaurants and buffets, so it's a good idea to have in the back of your head for a hangry emergency. You'll be able to walk up to any of the ordering counters, disclose you have an allergy, and they'll identify someone for you to talk to who will take the order and be in charge of ensuring it's prepared using allergy precautions. Here they have items like barbecue, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and fruit, but most of all, do not forget the all-you-can-eat ice cream. And they have gluten-free cones for the soft serve. Gluten-free cones! Disney, you make my heart soar. Churro Waffle Day is a rite of passage on a Disney ship. If you have never had them, they're Mickey waffles dusted and coated in a cinnamon and sugar mixture that ends up tasting like, wait for it, a churro! These need to be pre-ordered the night before from your server at dinner, and you can ask to eat them in either the buffet dining or the table service breakfast. Here's the taste test. We got the Mickey Churro Waffles. They don't seem to have a lot of cinnamon and sugar dusting, but we'll see. Do I dip it?
I want to have the first bite. Can I try mine?
Here's the regular one.
Here's sugar.
Not over my plate.
We're
learning. I like it better with the syrup. I'm not getting much cinnamon and sugar from mine. The ones over at Rosa Mexicana were kind of killer. Maybe I shouldn't have had those first. Maybe they are better than DCL ones. I like them though. I will definitely continue to eat them. Food is served at some of the adult bars for a separate charge. We asked about options and were advised that they're prepared in a smaller kitchen that does not have allergy options or protocols. Therefore, even something like wings or a burger could not be made gluten-free or be guaranteed to be allergy safe. With as much food as is around and included in the price of your cruise, this did not feel like a big deal to us, especially since we can order room service gluten-free for things like wings and burgers anyways. However, I was surprised to learn that this was the case considering how allergy-friendly the rest of the ship is. My gluten-eating partner would be upset with me if I didn't also let you know that the mug special is the way to go if you're a beer drinker. You buy a mug, and the refills are pretty cheap and include some really great beers. I know you're wondering, and no, we did not find any gluten-free beer on the ship. But the drinks were flowing, and with each bar space having its own theme and entertainment, we were always intrigued and always smiling.
Now that's what I call a colorful entrance. Oh, hiya, folks.
Okay, so after you've been tantalized with all the food we've been eating on this cruise, you may be wondering how you can find out what is served each night at the different restaurants. Well, first, let me tell you that there are several different dining rooms and you'll rotate through all of them during your time aboard. The menus are not published ahead of time, so you will not be able to see them before you board. However, once you are on ship, you have access to the Navigator app, and there you'll be able to see what is served each night, in each restaurant. If you do not prefer to view this way, you can also use the hard copy menus available when you're seated to your meal. Disney will have marked items that are or can be gluten and dairy free, but know that by pre-ordering your meal the next day, you can ask for items that are not listed to see if they can be made modified for your allergy needs. Some examples of items I was able to get by doing this are fried brie, oysters Rockefeller, crab cakes, escargot, and even this amazing souffle. I had never in my life had a souffle before, and I didn't know what I was missing. Y'all, this thing was so good.
Great drawings. These are just what I need to whip up a little animation magic.
What do you think? It's so bad? It's so bad. Give it to me. It's terrible. You don't like it. I'll eat it. You like it?
Yeah.
Be our guest. Be our guest. Put our service to the test. Tie your napkin round your neck, Sherry, and we provide the rest. Soup du jour, hot order. Why, we only live to serve. Try the gray stuff, it's delicious.
Don't believe me, ask the dishes.
My magic man's singing. My magic man's doing the beat.